goat. You know, it's not an arc or anything. I'm not special. What is her name? Hi everyone. Welcome or welcome back to another video. My name is Charlotte and today we are setting up our September TBR with the help of these prompts. If you have any good prompt ideas, by the way, please put them in the comment section so that I can fill it up even more. But yeah, I was thinking that in September, I was going to put up 5 books on my September TBR because there are 2 books I know that are coming out that I do want to read. The first one is Wildcard, which is the 4th and final book in the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver. And then we have The Gingerbread Bakery, which is the 5th book in the Dream Harbor series written by Laurie Gilmore. Those are the 2 at least I can remember that's coming out, like the one that's in the forefront of my mind. And I am trying, because we're going towards Christmas, you know, spending usually ups a little bit when you know, buy gifts for everyone. So I am trying to be like actually stepping back and be like, okay, I'm not going to buy too many books. So if I get the prompt, buy a new book, one of these 2 is going to get put into that. Just trying to stay a little bit economic, you know, trying my best out here, okay? Or if I get something that involves like the best rated book, the worst rated, something like that, I'm gonna go for a book that I already own. I hope that makes sense. We'll take it whenever we take it whenever, if it's even a problem. Maybe I'm just, you know, now I'm getting ready for a problem that's not gonna occur. That's very ADHD. Very ADHD of me. We're going to pick 5 prompts. That leaves me with a total of 7 books. And I'm just going to put it out there. I am basically a little bit of a mood reader. But what I do is that I have these 5 books and I have my cart right here. As you can see, that's my cart. Hello, hello. On the top of the cart, it's now empty. That is where I put my TBR. When I'm done with the book, that's the space I check first. I narrow down my options because it's easier for me to pick what I want to read. If nothing sparks joy, if I'm picking up a book and it's not sparking joy, I'm not enjoying it, I will put it back and I will read something different. I'm not strict with myself, but it helps me. Instead of using like, you know, 3 to 5 business days picking a new book, I might just use 3 to 4 hours. That's progress, okay? But yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Do you want to read it first? Because I can't read it. Everyone loves it. Will I? So we are going to pick a book that I feel like everybody else is raving about, but I haven't been brave enough to read yet. Okay, so I've found a few options for us. The first one is Daisy Jones and the Six. I've never read it. I do really enjoy Taylor Jenkins Reid writing, so that intrigues me, but I haven't really thought about this book before. That was what I was looking for. I haven't really thought that much about it. I don't really know that much about it. Let's figure it out together, shall we? Everybody knows Daisy Jones and the Six. The sound defines an era. The albums were on every turntable. They sold out arenas from coast to coast. Then, on 12th of July 1979, Daisy Jones walks barefoot on the stage at the Whiskey, and it all comes crashing down. Everyone was there. Everyone remembers it differently. Nobody knows why they split until now. Oh, so it's like is it interview style? Oh, that's cool. Oh, I like that. So that's very, like, I feel like this is one that I heard people rave about. They really do enjoy it. I haven't thought about it twice, but you know. And then we have Nightshade. This is dark academia, dark romance-ish. This is Ophelia, and I find it, I'm not going to say funny because there's nothing funny about being an orphan, but she's an orphan named Ophelia, and that is a tongue twister in my head, at least. But yeah, it's Ophelia. She starts going to Sorosong University. Isolated in the Scottish Highlands, Sorosong University only welcomes students from the most powerful families. Ophelia doesn't belong, but a rare scholarship grants her the perfect opportunity to invest the accidental death of her parents near the castle grounds. Things get off to a rocky start when she runs afoul of the mysterious Alex Corber-Green, I can't pronounce that name, son of her prime suspect. As far as she's concerned, he's just a young version of his billionaire father, a monster hidden beneath a beautiful facade. Mystery, murder, revenge. Welcome to Sorosong University. I've heard people rave about this. I've never really dabbled in like dark academia books like this, so that might actually be fun. And I also found the Book of Azrael. This is dark fantasy, and from what if I understand the internet correctly, which I often don't, so don't come for me. She is the dark and twisted one, and he's kind of like, hey babe, maybe not. So that's fun. And there's like a lot of books in this series as well. I've heard people rave about it, so I'm very excited to maybe do that one. We also have The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I just read my first Ali Hazelwood book and I had such a fun time, so I'm very intrigued to read this one. Very, very intrigued to read it. I know the people that do not like it, they do not like it at all. But I feel like that's the same with every book. Like everyone, even your favorite book, somebody hates it. Even your favorite book, your favorite one, somebody else shits on it. It's the way of life. And then we also have this one, which is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. It's the first book in a series. The second one is coming out. Is it coming out this month or next month? I can't thus remember. But I mean, as soon as it's in the store, I'm probably going to get it anyway, so who the fuck cares? This is also fantasy. She ends up in, I think she ends up in a different realm, so it's low fantasy. It doesn't really say much on the back. There's not really much to go off of. But I know that Kingfisher is people's like wet dream, and some people hate him, like I said. Some people love it, some people hate it. So these are my options. I don't think I'm going to go with Book of Azrael just because there's so many books in that series right now, and I just started the Crown of Nyaxia, is that how you pronounce it? I just read the Nightborn duet, and I do want to read the Shadowborn duet as well, but I am waiting to start that duet until the fourth book comes in the same size pocket, because what the fuck, dude? I'm kind of between these two. Because I feel like I am going to buddy read Quicksilver with a friend, and I feel like Quicksilver, I should get around to it pretty soon. But I also want to read this one because I keep seeing TikToks of the actor and actress that are going to play them in the movie, the series, the movie, whatever, and that makes me happy. I also want to know what everybody else knows because I feel a little bit left out. We're going to do this one. We're going to do The Love Hypothesis and hope that Ali Hazelwood just doesn't disappoint me, because then I'll be sad. Okay. A book with an even number of pages. Oh crap, do you have an even number of pages? Because I do really want to read you. Hello? Where's the end? Bonus epilogue. Okay. Uneven anyways. God damn it. Found it. I found it, but I don't know what it's called in English because I have it in Norwegian. Let me check. Just give me a second. We're going to do Us Against You. This is just the Norwegian version of the book, but I'm going to read Us Against You. It's the second book in the Beartown series. Jesus Christ, words are very hard today. It's the second book in the Beartown series, and I loved the first one. I got very mad and wanted to throw it in the pool a few times, but I loved it. I loved it. And I'm very excited to see where the story goes. And I've heard people say that this story actually just gets better and better. So that's an easy pick. That's a very, very easy pick. It was 480 pages, 478, something like that. Okay, it was something like that. So that was easy breezy lemon squeezy. Let's do the next one. Oh, should we do The Runaway? We'll do The Runaway. A book that sparks joy. I'm very happy that I did that. But oh my god, there's so many books that sparks joy. I feel like this one, it just sparks joy because, I mean, look how pretty it is. It's super pretty. Don't really know much about it. You know what? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The reason I have this one is because I want to read the second book in the series because of the cat dad. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Let's figure out, what is this one about? I wanted to pummel my irritating brothers when they posted their own version of a wanted ad to help me with my life. But I can't fault the result once the right woman lands in my lap. Becoming a single father, oh my god, this really sparks joy. Becoming a single father is not a decision I made lightly. In fact, it's the biggest decision of my entire life, which is why when I interviewed Trista, I knew she was perfect. She's wild, she's opinionated, she wears cowboy boots. Even my pet goat loves her. He has a pet goat? She's the exact type of person I was holding out for. Wait, what? And to my great horror, I realized on our first night of attempting this baby-making dance, when the lights are low, the cheap wine is flowing, and the home insemination supplies are laid out on the kitchen counter, I want to do a lot more than just make her my surrogate. I want to make her mine. Wait! I thought he had a kid. He wants to put a baby in her. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Grumpy Mountain Man seeks baby mama. Job is an incubator position only. Surrogate must be impervious to grunting as the form of communication and noisy brotherly neighbors. Rustic mountain range housing available upon request. This really sparks joy. Wait, I don't even think I want to look at the two other ones because I also picked up this one. Pick out, it's fake dating, it's hockey. Hockey always sparks joy. And I picked up this one, Atmosphere, a love story, because it's coming out in Norwegian early September. I think it's the 9th. It's coming out early September, and I am lucky enough to get a copy through work. You know, it's not an ARC or anything. I'm not special, but I am getting a free copy of the Norwegian one through work. So I was thinking that maybe I could read that one, but fuck that. I'm going to read this one. I'm going to read The Mountain Man that really wants to become a dad, and he hires a surrogate. That's so yes, please, and thank you. Next one. I also keep forgetting the books I have on my Kindle, so maybe I should make a list so I can have it in front of me. This one says, give me smut. Well, I mean, if you insist. If you insist. Oh, bonked you, sorry. I mean, we do have this one. I'm pretty sure that's a smutty. And we do also have this one. I'm pretty sure that's also smutty. Bearded bad boy Barber Knox prefers to live his life the way he takes his coffee, alone. I was sure I was going to say black, but okay, because usually... Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, with milk or sugar, but that's not what they meant. They meant he likes to drink it alone. I'm stupid. Never mind. Naomi wasn't just running away from her wedding. Too bad for Naomi, her evil twin hasn't changed at all. This is the one where she's kind of stranded and he'll feel sorry for her. Do I want to start a new series? That's the question. This is the second book in the Vancouver Storm series. This is the first book in the whatever the name of this series is. He's absolutely not falling for the good girl. I think he's lying. Let's see. I'm going to Google and we're going to see which one has the most smut. And we're going to go with that one. Okay, I have consulted the internet and the internet never lies. We're going to go with the fake out. Is this the second book, like I said, in the Vancouver Storm series? This one, what's her name? What is her name? Why do you always just tell me one of the names on the back? This one is about Rory. He is a hockey player. I don't know what position he plays because honestly, who cares? And it's about Hazel, and Hazel works for the Vancouver Storms, but I don't really know what position she's in. I don't know if she's like in HR or if she's a no, she's not a PA because her sister is a PA. I don't really know what branch she's in, but she works for the Vancouver Storms and he is a player for the Vancouver Storms. Hazel is the sister of the FMC from the first book, and Rory used to be best friends with the MMC from the first book. They're interconnected standalones. You do not have to read one to read the other, but because they are sisters and they used to be best friends, you do get context and you do get more meaning of their relationship, I think. So maybe you have to read the first one to read this one. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I read it. But they are categorized as interconnected standalones. But yeah, we're gonna go with this one because that one is the most spicy one. And yes, I know. I hear you in the back going, you could choose dark romance. I didn't want to. It's that freaking simple, you know? It's that simple. I could probably also choose some fantasy, but I have a feeling that I'm going to read some fantasy anyways because I have some fantasy books in mind that I do want to read, Guild being one of them, and Guild is also spicy. Could choose that. But now I've already chosen, okay? Now I've already chosen. So we're going to go and pick the final one. Oh, it's a big one. That's what she said. A book that has been on your physical TBR forever. Oh crap. I have several. I have so many. I mean, we could just go with Quicksilver. Quicksilver has been on here almost a year. This has been on my physical TBR for almost a year and I still haven't read it. I still haven't gotten around to it. The same with this one, The Final Offer. It's the third and final book in the Dreamland Billionaire series. This has also been here for freaking ever. I recently read the second book. There's a while since I read the first book. So I mean, I could also just finish that series, because why not? Why not finish a series you started? Do you guys do that, by the way? If you start an interconnected standalone series and the entire series is out, do you finish it? Do you go back to back to back? Or do you like just read it like one here and one there? And if it's not finished, do you finish it? Because I have a tendency to, if it's not finished, to finish the series. Like the Rose Hill series, loved it. I loved it. I'm gonna finish it. Like, that's no problem. But I don't know if I would have finished it if the entire series was out when I started reading it, like the Chestnut Spring series. I've read 2 of them. I'm not in any hurry to read the rest of them. I have the same problem with this one. Nah, maybe we should just go with Quicksilver, because I feel like I should read it. The only thing is that I have started it once before. It was written in 3rd person, and then it wasn't written in was this the book that made me go a little bit meh? Also, the pronunciation. I get when I see this at the start of a book, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna remember that. I'm not going to remember it at all. And then when I read some of them, I'm like, that's how I would pronounce it. How would other people pronounce it? I have to sneeze. Maybe I should just go with this one. I do have it as an audiobook, and I think this is one of the ones that if I get into it, I'll read it, but I think I'll probably do most of it through audiobook, but I've heard people enjoy the audiobook. Because the problem is with this series, with the Dreamland Billionaire series, I didn't really enjoy the audiobook. I think maybe I'm completely wrong here, so don't sue me. But I feel like older, because it's not that old, but still older audiobooks, they read the story, as they should, as the narrator. But I feel like newer audiobooks, it's more focused on them actually being able to portray the story with their voice, putting emphasis on what they need to put emphasis on, and, being choked up, all of that stuff. And I didn't really get that from the last audiobook. It's not, I mean, it's me. It's just my preference, right? You might like it when it's straightforward. I don't. So I think maybe this one, yeah. This is going to be our 5th and final book. So I did actually end up with, is this also spicy? Kingfisher. I don't want to read. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this one. We're going to do this one. Don't tell Tom. And when I read it, I might do a reading vlog out of it now that the 2nd book is coming out. See if I like it. But yeah, this is it. This is it, guys. Okay. So we have these ones. Maybe not. We have these ones. Right now, we have, ow, my finger. We have Quicksilver, we have 9-month Contract, The Fake Out, Us Against You, and The Love Hypothesis. Like I said, this one is just the Norwegian cover, but that's the English title. And I'm also going to read, like I said, The Gingerbread Bakery and Wildcard. I am so excited to read Sebastian's story. Jesus King Christ, I am so excited to read. And that one is age gap as well. Say less. But okay, yeah, so that's it. That's it for me for today. Yeah, words, where did it go? That's it for today. Thank you guys so much for spending some of your precious time with me. I really do appreciate it. And if you made it this far into the video, do you have a book that's coming out over the next, it doesn't even have to be in September, maybe something that's coming out towards Christmas that you're excited about, that you want to share with me? Maybe I can add it to my TBR as well. Hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.